What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Y'all know what it is, man. It's 6 o'clock on the spot, and y'all know we locked in as peas, man. We got one of the greatest in here with us tonight, man. We gonna let him introduce himself off the muscle, and you know what it is. What's happening?
Man, what poppin', man? Y'all already know who chicken in the building, man. The time to done in the building, the time to have some fun, man. So I'm gonna leave y'all here with this one, man. I got a very special guest, man. One of the biggest, man, if not the biggest. Got here very own Coach O, JSU Tigers, baby.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing, man?
Happening, Coach, with the business, man. What you been on?
It's a beautiful day in the city, baby.
Yeah,
I love
beautiful
being
day to
here,
be a
man.
Tiger.
Yeah,
No doubt. Shit, Coach, what y'all got going on over there right now, man?
It's football time. Training camp, boys reported, July the 29th. They've been about a week. Today was our sixth practice. They're getting after it. We put the pads on a couple of days, let them knock each other around a little bit, man. So they, it's a good time to be a football coach. You get to watch what you do.
Already.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, go and introduce yourself, though, Coach. Let these folks know who you is, where you come from, what you about, man. Let's get it.
So, Coach O is what they call me. My name is Otis Ridley, from Jackson, Mississippi, born and raised in Presidential Hills. Hill boy for life.
Yeah.
Hill boy for life. Learned it all. The park right in my backyard, across that creek. Go to the park, hoop on them double rims.
Yeah.
Play football. Well, I went to Northwest, played football at Provine. Had the opportunity to leave Provine, go play football at Mississippi State. Did my thing at Mississippi State for a couple of years. Came back home. Ended up at Callaway. Coached some really good players at Callaway. Had the best run Callaway had in about 30 years.
Y'all had over there then?
We had, man, you talking about Breland Speaks, Rod Taylor, Dayall Harris, Ronald, what's Ronald last name? I can't, Ronald Walker.
Ronald Walker,
Ronald
went
Walker.
to Carolina,
Yeah.
not Carolina,
Louisville, yeah. Aaron Morris, man, Jaquel Johnson, Dreads, man, we had some dudes, man.
Yeah,
it
y'all
was
had
a beautiful
some dudes.
thing back then.
Yeah, man, it's love. We Mustang country over here.
Hey, for life, baby, pound 1400.
Hey, but during my run, Warren came here after me, but we ain't lose to Callaway. So you know what I'm saying?
Hey, well, when I came, all that started, all that losing started.
Hey, look, I feel it, I can dig it, but during our time, we ain't losing to those guys,
but
man.
Coach, y'all had the staff, man. I tell anybody, see, when we was over there with Murray, we had like the talent. It was more the talent side with the guys than the coaching. Y'all had the talent with the coaching. When you got the coaching with the talent, that's a big difference when you just got the talent, no coaching.
No doubt, man. We had, like you said, we had a great staff, man. We had some dudes that had college experience. We had some dudes that had hood experience. And we had some dudes that just love young men and developing young men. And we put that thing in a structured package, man, and we went and got us some dudes. And, that's why I love, talking to Pee Wee coaches around the city, because at the end of the day, man, that's the feeder pattern for us now. You know what I'm saying? Even if I can get a couple at Jackson State, I'm going to get them. And I think we got a couple from that Jackson area now that's going to really bode well for us, man.
Yeah, man, I'm definitely sending a couple of my guys over there to y'all. I already sent you them video. Coach, I already got the highlights. Yeah, it's going down, man. Real Junior Titans, we locked in half on going to Jackson State, man. We coming off the muscle. Hey, listen, Warren, let me tell you something. If we won for us, though, and get who we got Saturday?
Oh.
Man, we got them Ducks, man. Tell Jay Hicks he on the clock, man. I already told him the other day, but tell him again he on the clock. Oh,
that's why you told him he was on the clock.
Come on,
with
man.
Your feet up.
Man, come on, man.
Hey, say, Pooh say y'all on the clock, baby. Let's get it. Saturday morning, y'all gonna be at it.
Man, look, I want to jump in and say this real quick. So Pooh came over to our camp this summer, and some guys were talking noise, one of our coaches, and they got to talk about their Pee Wee football. So now we working on putting something together for next summer, where we're gonna bring Clayco over here from Atlanta, bring some of them Pee Wee teams over here. We're gonna put it down in Jacktown. We're going to really see who got that good Pee Wee football.
Yeah, man. We got to let these guys strap them pads on. We ain't talking about no 7-on-7 shit. Even though it's the summer, we finna strap these pads on and let them folks know how we get out in the silk bag. This shit real.
Hey, we told you when you got the biggest in here, man, this shit might be bigger than Sports Center.
Man, understand me? Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, they know what's going on, man. Listen, man, this shit here real, and it get real. Man, Coach, let me get to it, though, man. What made you go to, what made you start head coach?
Man, so I can't sit here and lie like it was something that I planned out, man. I wanted to be I'm one of them dudes, I'm a servant leader. And so I wanted to be a good assistant, man. So if the boss man, he doing his thing, he doing it the right way, I want to make him look good. And then whatever university, whatever school, whatever high school I work for, I've always had the mindset, I want them to look good. And then it's a Jackson thing for me. It really, that's what it was when I started out. Man, I wanted us to win in Jackson. I knew what it took to win in Jackson. I knew the structure that had to be in place, and that kind of led to the whole head coaching thing. Man, we did our thing at Callaway, and the administrators in Jackson saw a good young coach that they felt like they could trust with one of the best programs in the city. And it spurred me to go into Provine and replacing one of the legends, Coach Collins.
Man, that was the best guy in high school football in Mississippi, man. I'll tell anybody. Coach Willie Collins and Zach Grady, man, are my two guys, man, out of the Jack. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Those guys, they'll put it down, especially Coach Collins, man. I'll tell anybody. If you was receiving with the Provine during Coach Collins' era,
crazy.
Crazy. Yeah, was just on the team. Because he wasn't finna pass you the ball.
He was hard knock, want to run the damn ball down your throat.
Yeah.
But that's Jackson though. We physical. You know what I'm saying? That's like that's what we do. We're a grimy, just gritty city.
Yeah.
We blue collar. You know what I'm saying? The people here, that's what Jackson is, man. So we're gonna tote that rock, man, and make you pay for it every time.
All the time, man. Coach, what notable players y'all got out there from the surrounding metro area, man, that y'all got over there at Jackson State right now that's putting down, man?
Yeah, man. So and I'm gonna be honest with you, you got a lot of guys in Jackson that have moved out, right? So, you got the Madison Central guys like Isaiah Spencer. You got BJ Washington came out of Madison Central. Two good Florida boys.
Yeah.
Man, you got Bowie. Bowie came out of Brandon, but he was with the Wolfpack out of Jackson. He's from Jackson, but he ended up moving out to Brandon. So you talk about them guys, man, and we don't have a lot. We just got a kicker from Brandon, man. And the dude built like a linebacker. When y'all see him, you're going to be like, man, ain't no way this kicker that big. But he's going to be really good for us. He's got a strong leg, kicking 50-yarders just straight out of Brandon, man. So we got some dudes, man, but I got to give me one of them Jacktown boys in there one time, man. So I'm putting the challenge out.
You got one. You used to coach him at Pro. Did you coach John Brown when he was at Provine? Man, you got one, man.
Yeah, so like John Brown, we just got John Brown cleared a couple of days ago, man. So he's out there on the field now doing his thing, man. And and one thing about John and any Jackson kid that we get, they love Jackson State off top.
Man, then he a West Side kid.
Yeah, he
in Jackson State backyard for real.
He got that thing in his neck.
Yeah.
Man, you know what I'm saying? So he wants it. And it means a little bit more to him, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Being from the city and growing up in that stadium. And he's already come in doing a phenomenal job and holding dudes accountable, man. So, yeah, you're right about John. I coached him at Provine. We were talking the other day. I told the coaches that I coached John at Provine back in 2016. I left in 2016, and they started trying to count the years. It's 2024. This boy still playing college football, something off. But he was a 10th grader when I left Provine, man. It was good to see him move on and do his thing, and I could end up coaching him again.
Man, that's amazing.
And Coach, before we go further, I think you left one out, man. I like that quarterback y'all got. I think his name Jacoby. Yeah. He came from Kent. I seen him his senior year when he was in Kent. I knew he was gonna be bad.
Man, so a funny story about that, man. We recruited me and TC back in 19. We recruited Jacoby out of Kent. And Dino Babers at Syracuse came down late, offered him at the last minute. And, any Jacktown, any, metro area kid, man, they get that type of offer, they're going to shoot on out.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But we kept it cordial. We told him, we proud of him, do his thing. But we always keep that door open because, man, we know if you get uncomfortable, we got a home for you. And so that's what happened, man. He came back home. The boy can throw the rock. And sometimes I don't consider, Ken, they be acting kind of funny, man. You tell them I said it now. They be acting kind of funny. They don't want to be.
Yeah, I heard my man 119.
They don't be want to consider with the metro area folks. So, when you ask that Jacktown question, I kind of left them out.
Hey, but yeah, it's cool though. Hey, you can't go. Ain't no other way around the Jack, baby.
No doubt. And then you got Taquan out of Kent too. So I don't want to leave Taquan out of that thing, man. Taquan Henderson, another big time player. He went off, ended up playing at what Taquan went to. He ended up going to Southern Miss, and we got him out of Southern Miss. And then you got them two Ridgeland boys. You got Zai McDonald, and you got Richard Mays came out of Ridgeland, man. So we got some metro area guys, man, that's gonna really make some plays for us this year.
Hey man, I love to see that shit, Coach, man. Anytime these young metro area kids come up, going to Jackson State, man, putting down, man, I love to see it, bro.
Cause we need them all. We need them all.
Man, you got to do something to get these kids out these streets, bro. And for me, man, sports always been it. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, been knowing you since I was a kid, feel me? Coming to Provine after practicing with the Panthers, just walking over there being y'all water boys on Fridays. Like, shit, man, it was amazing just being in the sport, you know what I'm saying? Kept me out of a lot of bullshit, man.
I understand totally, man. And I'm proud of them dudes, man. And like I said, we're going to keep recruiting Jacktown heavy, keep recruiting this area heavy, keep recruiting Mississippi heavy. We just got a young fella committed a couple of days ago, a big old lineman out of Houston, Mississippi, that's going to come down and do a great job for us next year. So we tapped into the SIP, man. We tapped into it, and Jackson State of 2024 is a lot different than Jackson State back in 2015 or some of these other years, man. Dudes want to be here. And it's showing in how we playing, and it's showing kind of how the crowd is receiving us now, man. It's going to be a fun year.
Already, but it's cool that you say that about, you know what I'm saying, the difference in Jackson State now and previous. Like, how is it now being like post-Prime era? But like, how was it when Prime was here? How was the recruiting and everything when he was here? And like, how is it now? Like, what's the process of everything you got going on there?
Man, look, man, it's recruiting when you got a guy like Prime, and I hope he hears this. That's my dude. It's like taking candy from a baby. It's too easy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Recruiting post-Prime, you got to put your feet in the ground and work.
Right.
But the beautiful part about it, the same, people behind the scenes, I was the one who kind of ran the whole recruiting side when Prime was here. So I had the playbook, you know what I mean? I know how to recruit Jackson. Can't nobody sell Jackson like I can. I can take you to the hood. I can take you to the mansion. It don't matter. I can get that done. So when parents come in, I know where not to take them.
Yeah.
When the players come in, I know where not to take them. When the players come in, I know where to take them. And so by the time they get through seeing Jackson, they have a very different outlook on what Jackson is as opposed to when they first came in. And then, I tell parents all the time, man, go read all the negative articles you want on Jackson and then come holler at me. And by the time I get through preaching my sermon to them, they know your child in good hands when they come to the Jack, man. These people love Jack State football. Our players don't get into mess. The families around here, the supporters, they look out for these players, and they get that feeling of family when they here. You know what I mean? A player can go down to the gas station and get a piece of chicken. Yeah. You know what I mean? If he's hungry, he can go over the Name and Faces. He can go to M-Bar and get something to eat if he's hungry.
Right.
And that type of community, man, that's why we keep good players coming in.
So shit, in the grand scheme of things, shit, what you saying is, shit, you recruited Prime too. You like, shit, man, look, man, Prime, you get him, I'm gonna take you to Stroudsburg, but listen, man, don't go through this motherfucker without me first. Let me take you down through there. You know what I'm saying? You in addition, man.
That's
so
real.
You know what I'm saying? Let me take you down through here, show you what, and we gonna get it popping from there.
Listen, man, this is exclusive right here now. So about 5 months prior to Prime getting the job at Jackson State, me and Prime had already started talking,
right.
Because he was at the high school, so they had an old lineman that we were recruiting. And so, man, me and Prime started talking about this old lineman. So we had 4 or 5 different telephone conversations prior to the job even, coming to him.
Right.
So when he got the job and, we got on the phone, we talked, that whole situation was a lot smoother than it probably would have been, because I was out doing my job recruiting, and he wasn't the head coach, so he saw me working. And so it was a lot easier for him to accept me as a part of his staff by the time he got here.
So I'm gonna ask this one question for the people, man. Like, is Prime really like for the people, for the team, real hard-nosed coach, or is it really just for the camera, man? He's like, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause, I mean, this what we here for, bro. Like, this an Instagram day and age, and everybody, if it ain't going on the gram, it didn't happen. You feel?
It showed like two sides. I'm a big Prime fan.
Man,
when I first ever played football in my life, my favorite number was 21. Yeah. I used to do the little dance, all this, that, and the third. But when it came to Prime coming, everybody was like, oh, Jackson State got the #1 recruiter. Not knowing you the man with the plan. Yeah. Prime just had the face at the particular time.
Right. No doubt, man. I'm gonna put it down just like this, man. Prime, he is what he is. He don't fake the funk. He's a man of the people, but he about his dollar. You know what I'm saying? And if he don't like me saying that, he had to forgive me. But he about his dollar, and I respect that. In this day and age, you got to be about your dollar. You got a family to take care of. Jackson, Mississippi wasn't necessarily his family. It was we took him in, you know what I mean? He didn't take us in necessarily. And so, you got to respect that space. He came here to get a job done, and he did just that. And so what me and TC did while he was here getting his job done, we knew it wasn't a long-term deal.
Right.
So we sat back and we watched, we learned, we figured it out. We knew what had to be done when he left Jackson. And so, man, when that news broke that he had accepted Colorado job, it was no shock to us. We had been in those war rooms with him. We kind of knew what was going down over the 2-3 years he was here. Right. And so, man, it was an easy transition for us because, man, we had the plan in action already. We had been kind of moving to a different way of recruiting by mid-season when Prime was here, because we knew at the end of the season he was leaving. So, in-house, it was a little bit easier to deal with than for some folks on the outside looking in. But at the same time, it gave Jackson a bad taste in their mouth. You know what I mean? And that was tough for me to see my people hurt, and I couldn't really talk on it to calm them down, because that was a different time for us, right?
Go ahead. Only thing you gotta do to get that bad taste out of motherfucking
Win that
mouth.
championship.
Man, fuck a championship. As long as you put that foot down Alcorn neck and stand up on it with both cleats and jump up and down, man. These folks don't give a fuck, man. Long as you beat Alcorn, man.
I'm gonna be real with you though, man. I love that rivalry with the Braves, but our goal is just so much bigger now.
Yeah,
dog.
man, it gotta be.
And that's a part of it. Beating Alcorn is a part of it. So I don't want people to think that ain't on the goal list. But dog, we trying to get that celebration bowl, man. We got so many bigger fish to fry, and I give Prime credit for that, man. We looking at big stuff, you know. We trying to pack that stadium out every Saturday, and we trying to throw a party every Saturday night. Yeah. And so that's what it is, man.
Hey man, speaking of it, man, Cole, we need.
I'm in now, Cole.
Cole, we need about 3 field passes, man. That's all we need. Just get us in there. We can come down through the field, do our thing, interview us about 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Man, we gonna get up out of there, man. That's all we need.
I'm gonna make some contacts for y'all. We'll see what we get done.
Man, for sure, man. But how much of a change, bro, have you seen with TC, man, since from his first season taking over to this new season, going into full head on with, you know what I'm saying, the first count, full head on, full reins in his hand?
No doubt, man. That's a good question. Man, first season, you know, he was just trying to keep it in the road.
Right.
And I never forget, man, we leaving Celebration Bowl in Atlanta and got the players loaded on the bus, primed them, got on the sprinter. And man, they took it right out of the stadium and we took a left. And me and TC looked around, it was just me and him on that bus with them players. And we knew then, man, it's on. Got a lot of work to do, but it's on. And we got back to Jackson. Probably about 1, 2 o'clock that morning when we flew back. And man, we was back in the office, me and him by ourselves Sunday morning working, just trying to get the plan together as far as how we want this thing to look going forward. And while we sit in the office, we getting calls from players say, "Hey, coach, I'm finna hop in the portal, man. It's been real." Hey, and we like, "Hey, we'll holler at you." Because we knew we had a plan to replace him, you know what I mean? And, you know, TC been 100 from day one, man. He's one of them dudes, if you get in the portal, hey, don't come back. We ain't got nothing for you. You know, we love you. We wish you the best, but this is the best program for you. So if you choose to do something else, go do it. And so seeing him in that light, man, and we grinded, we had to replace almost 70 players. And we got it done, you know, to win 7 games in one season. It wasn't what we wanted to do, of course, but to win that many games with that many replacements, we felt like that was a win for us at the end of the season. But now we got them dudes in the building. Yeah. The expectation is a little different. Coach got his swagger, you know what I'm saying? It's his building now. We had a lot of changes on staff that has gotten us younger, got that swagger back in the building where the energy is a little bit better, you know what I mean? So a lot of that, you know, a guy get a first down, man. I don't want a guy to just hand the ball to the ref. I want a guy to get the first down and at least tell the DB, I'll be right back. You know what I'm saying?
Right back at you.
You know what I'm saying? That's the type of program we want. You know what I'm saying? We
back old school Jackson State, red face man.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, red face man, Jackson State.
Like real Jacksonians, real Jackson State fans understand what that dark side defense. You know what I'm saying? Playing with an edge. So that's what we're trying to get back to, man. So the guys are really buying into that. And seeing TC kind of move around now, how he's operating, you can tell he's in his comfort zone now. So, man, year 1 and year 2, night and day, is just how, because everything was moving so fast for us last year. Now that thing has slowed down.
Man, how do you see a long-term expectancy with TC at Jackson State, though?
As long as we win, I think he's staying right there, man. TC, this home for TC. You know, no different than myself, man. He from down in Summit, Mississippi. So you talking about he can run about an hour away, see all his family members, come right back. He can do it in the same day he practiced. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he got it's no benefit for him to leave right now. You know what I'm saying? If he leaves, he's probably leaving for retirement.
Right. Yep. No, so shit. TC locked in for a minute. Talking about retirement shit. That 30, 40 more years. You feel me?
Young fella, man.
Yeah, you feel me? So shit, man. That's a long time in the game, man. Anytime you come in young and shit, you done already played the game, 15, 20, 25 years, shit. And you come into a role that you stepping into, man, you ain't got no choice but to muscle up and do your thing from the jump.
That's it, man. He got that energy. He know what Jack State needs. He know what kind of program they want. And so, man, we've been hiring the right people, man, that's going to keep this thing rolling.
Man, that's what's up, Coach. Man, with it being football season, man, pop this shit. Let them know, man, who you repping for the NFL team, man.
Man, so I don't get to watch much NFL during the season, man. So, you know, Sunday we be in the lab. So, but you know, I'm like this. If you ain't never been to a game, it's hard to be a fan. But I'm a Saints fan, so that's
my God,
that's what the team is like.
I wasn't gonna even speak too much on that now. Man, I see you had to be down when y'all had the bag over your head.
Oh yeah,
man.
No doubt, man. I was at Aaron Brooks. I was back with Pat Swilling. You know what I'm saying? With the Iron Curtain. You know what I'm saying? I'm with all them dudes. So putting the bag over my face, that was normal. You know what I'm saying? I can't even think of the quarterback name. He do radio now, but man, they had some Aber. They had some dudes, man, that were horrible, and they had to put some money into the franchise. And once they sold that thing, it got right.
Coach, I think you like that team because they're a little bit close to the half.
That's it. That's what I said. I gotta, if I'm gonna be a fan of an NFL team, I gotta be able to go watch them play live.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we got some fans in Jackson that fans of Packers, and they ain't even been out the city.
Dolphins. Hey, look here, man. I done been seeing them folks over there.
Hey, we got Miami Dolphin fan won since 72.
Hey, but listen, I ain't one other team that don't win undefeated. They ain't won a Super Bowl.
Hey, but it's been so long. It was a man.
But now ain't one other team that did it, and name another team that's finna do it.
Did they win it in the modern era though?
Hell no. We did it in real football though.
No, it's good to see.
We did it in real football though.
It's good to see the Dolphins coming back around though.
Man, you gotta love it, man. We got what I just text Worm. I told Worm the other day, man. I had to check in with the guy. You know, we got a little group miss. I had to check in with them guys, man. I had to tell him, I said, hey bro, man, who the NFL players just picked to be number one player in the league? Or squirrel like shit, Tariq Hill, Warren, shit, Reek, you know. I said, yeah, I just want to make sure we're not understanding, you know what I'm saying? Cause shit, we got a little bet going on with the three of us, bro. Which one, everyone on our team had a bet regular in the regular season.
So who got a team?
Bronco Nation, baby. Bronco Nation.
What about Squirrel?
Green Bay, man.
Some rats.
My bad, dog.
Green Bay, man. Green Bay, dog.
And out of all three of our team, well, out of all four of our team, I think I was the lad to win one.
Well, I'm gonna say this to you. So, Manny Ramirez is our offensive line coach. He was the starting center for Peyton Manning when he was with the Broncos.
Right.
You need to come over there and meet Manny, man. Manny's a good dude, man. He was a good offensive lineman, player for the Broncos and for the Lions.
Coach ain't nothing but a thing, baby. Just call me and I push up on
I promise that nigga gonna be there.
Yeah,
he might beat you there.
Yeah, ain't many Bronco fans in the city, so
he gonna beat you there. You hear me? You better not talk wrong about the Broncos.
Shout out to Coach O, man. I will be at Jackson State to see my fellow.
Man, that nigga 115 pounds soaking wet. But I promise you, say something wrong about them Broncos.
185 with 2 bricks in my pocket.
Oh, and one in the bag. Hey, Coach, no bullshit, man. Y'all should have recruited that nigga there, though, man. Man, that nigga there catch anything coming to him by the cold, man.
Yeah. I know he had them hands.
That nigga catch anything, man.
I probably recruited him by middle school, but he turned me down. I used to recruit, man. We ain't have a good team at Callaway for nothing. I could talk about that now.
Yeah.
We used to go get them players now. We had players coming from all over, outside of Jackson, inside of Jackson, wherever we can get them from. If we can get them in school, we playing ball.
Man, I love to hear it, bro. Man, Coach, what they how the NIL process work with Jackson State and everything going there? Like, y'all got any players that's, you know what I'm saying, pursuing any deals? Y'all got, you know what I'm saying? Like, how did she work with the NCAA now?
Man, so as far as the NIL piece, man, we got a lot of players on NIL deals, and you know they that piece hadn't really slowed down for us. Even last year, our starting center Evan Henry, he had an NIL deal with Cheez-It. You know what I mean? And it was a big deal. You know, we may not have the Porsche or the Lamborghini deals like these big schools, but we got some companies around Jackson and outside of Jackson that really still know that Jackson State can push that barometer, push that meter, push that thermostat, make it move, and really make some money for them.
Right.
And so what we do at Jackson State, we let those outside companies, you know, it's kind of mandated by the NCAA. We don't really fool with the NIL part as coaches, but you know, our collective situation at Jackson State is really good as well, man. We got one of the biggest fan bases in the HBCU period, but also the FCS.
Man, say that again, man. One more time.
Yeah, the baddest fan base in the FCS game, but in all the HBCUs, of course. But it's one of them deals where we got collectives. We got several collectives where, you know, we got fans that and companies that pour into these collectives, and these collectives are able to take care of players' needs. You know, they got them on deals where they can help them out, and that's been beneficial for us, man. We got what we call, and I could talk about this. We got Tiger Village, man. We got a real estate development right off campus, man. We got 2 8-bedroom houses. We got a 24, is really 12-bedroom apartments. It's I want to say it's 2 4-plexes, but it ended up being like 24 beds in the apartments.
Right.
And all this is on one block, and all our football players stay there. And this is off campus, man. So it's one of them deals, man. We got some stuff, man, that's different than a lot of these other HBCUs that keep us ahead of the game. And that's all that play into NIL and collective stuff, you know. So we got some stuff working, man, and we don't turn down nobody because of collective deal. You know what I mean? You talk about you want to come to Jackson State, but coach, I need this. we will tap in to see if we can make it happen.
Right. Man, that's amazing, man. And being years at Wick. You know what I'm saying? Yep. You gotta live it.
Now, Coach, with you now, we probably finna take a couple steps back. With your playing career, with your football career, how did that turn out for you as a player?
Oh, man. Man, so I want to give y'all the backdrops of the story, right? So when I was leaving Northwest Middle School, Highway 49, y'all know about the Wolverines, man. So
we smacked them.
I never lost to
them. Not when I was there. I just want to make sure I can say. So, man, listen, man. So I'm getting ready to leave Northwest. I'm trying to figure out what high school I'm gonna go to. So I just told you I'm a Hill boy for life. At the time, all the Hill boys had to go to Callaway. And Callaway wasn't really hitting on nothing on football. And I'm a football player, so at that time I'm looking at the whole landscape of Jackson. What's the best football team? So Provine the best football team, man. So
I'm trying to tell Warren that, man.
Man, Provine was the best football team, man. It wasn't even close. And so Coach Collins, of course, Muncie Collins was my teammate at Provine, his son. And so, man, I got in touch with Coach Collins, man. I told Coach Collins, man, look, I want to come to, I want to play college football. So I know, Callaway really ain't a good option for me. Can I come to Provine? Man, he was excited that I wanted to do that. So we had to cross some hurdles to get in school. Man, I wrote a letter to the principal. I wrote a letter to the superintendent asking, can I, go to Provine? And boom, they approved it. So
just like that.
I was at Provine. And so I kept it in the back of my mind when I got grown. So this is how I got it. If I want a player, I tell them, write me a letter.
Yeah, man. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, so I ended up at Provine, man. Had a couple all-state years at Provine, all-metro. Play offensive line and defensive line, made all metro, all state at D-line 1 year, all state at O-line the next year.
By the way, y'all, they used to call him Big Dirty O. Yeah. While he was at Provine, man.
I used to get physical, you know what I mean? Like I used to like to,
used to wash clothes.
Folks. Nah, there wasn't no clothes. Yeah, I used to make the other team wash their clothes.
Saying, Coach.
Oh, yeah,
you wash the clothes.
There you go. Yeah, I used to try to put them jokers in the dumpster, man. So it was one of the deals. You saw Blindside Michael Orr take him to the fence. Yeah. That was my livelihood for a couple of years while I was at Provine. I used to take them to the fence, man. Send them back to their moms. Like, hey, tell them don't bring them back out here with me. And end up, man, had some good years at Provine. Signed Mississippi State. Went to Mississippi State for a few years, made all SEC freshman team. But man, my career at Mississippi State, it got cut short because I had back-to-back injuries, man. I broke my ankle, my fibula, tore my ACL, so I had all this kind of stuff going wrong. So that's when I got into the coaching piece. I came back to Jackson. I was working for a law firm, man. I enjoyed it, but I knew it wasn't making me happy. So I ended up making connection with Coach Darryl Jones, man. Love him to death. SWAC fans know him. Cardell Jones, who used to be Steve McNair head coach, this was his son. And so, man, we ended up going to Callaway. We got there together. And, man, he gave me as much leeway as I could possibly take to build that program and shape it with him. And, man, y'all saw what we did at Callaway. And so that's kind of how my playing career transitioned to my coaching career.
Man, y'all had some dogs at Callaway too, man. Some real dogs.
Yeah, man.
And see, when that you saying that, bro, really made me think about it. Like, damn, all the dogs they had with Coach being, recruitment, that's your thing. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, God damn, man, Coach would have won going and get all these players when he was at Callaway, dog.
Think about it, motherfucker. Callaway had a ton plus on the offensive line, 300 plus, from Dredd to Morris, Big Jock, Spears. I can't remember the center. That was a whole ton.
Yeah, so they definitely had that.
Man, look, man, we looked up 1 year. I had got to, I was at Jackson State in 2019, and I was on an 11-year straight run with a player in the SEC from Jackson. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care what nobody, man. Jackson needs to stand and be proud of that, man. We were churning out dudes that was going to be big time players, man. Around
that's
this country.
all that's in Mississippi, bro. And that's why, man, me and Square been trying to be this platform forever, man. Like, man, this was the talent, bro.
No doubt.
The talent is in Mississippi, bro. It can't get no bigger.
I'm not coaching college football now if it weren't for them teams at Callaway, man. Them old linemen that I had that I was able to develop, man, some of them played pro ball. So a couple of them still trying to play pro ball, man. But I wouldn't be the coach I am now if it wasn't for them dudes at Callaway, man.
Man, that's amazing, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, boy. Lil Speaks played just like you and his brother, man. Like together, like, man, that little something crazy, man. I said, man, that nigga shit with the Provine, man.
If you watch Provine football when we were coming through, back in 1999 through that 2002, 2003 range, you saw Breland Speaks on the sideline playing football every game.
What year you said, Coach?
That 99 to 2003, 2004, yeah.
Man, how was the championship game, Coach? Get Mad Central.
Man, it was a good game. You know, they got us. You know what I'm saying? They got us. I give them that. They did win the game, but you know, the budgets were a little different back then. You know what I'm saying? And y'all had some other stuff in play.
Coach, no shots thrown at you, Coach. Shout out to Provine. Yeah. I'm born and raised from the Jack. I'm from Georgetown. Okay, my cousin was number 70 on the offensive line. Jeremy Lucky played with Bobo Brown. Gotcha. Sylvester Brown. The baddest running back I ever seen in my own 2 eyes. I ain't that good in seeing. I got one eye, but you know, it's cool. But yeah, you know, cause y'all did y'all thing. I was at that game too.
Man,
and I was probably about 6'7". I'm gonna tell you this score was 14-24 Madison Central way.
It was a damn good game,
it was
man.
Dog fight, dog.
But it's one of them deals where it's still one of the best state championship games, one of the most packed state championship games.
Man, bro, that whole fucking stadium was packed, dog.
Yeah, I remember. I was there with the damn poster waving them bitches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't remember if I was on the field or in the stand, but bro, anytime Provine played you during no time,
I tell people,
Coach Collins already know, man. Let that little motherfucker through. He gonna cut up if he don't let him through.
Provine was one of the reasons I became Ohio State fan. Because when we were young, Provine was similar to Ohio State with the helmets and the uniform.
Man, listen,
and Provine had the best team when we were coming up.
Listen, bro, I tell anybody, man. And Coach Norman, I was born and bred to play Provine ball. Now I was born to go to Provine. I went to Merle because that bitch built just like Provine. You feel me? You be thinking bullshit in your coach eyes and look at both of them. Them bitches built just like that.
It's just a color.
That's it. Replace that blue with that gray. It's it, man.
Okay, Cole, let me ask you this one right here now. Being a mentor, like mentoring the guys that develop to get to the league. You know, it's like, I ain't saying it like that now because they probably won dogs before you got a hold to them, Coach. When you got them, you turned them into dogs. And the inside of your body, that makes you feel real good to see that you molded some dogs that probably weren't dogs before you got them.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say they weren't dogs, man. I'm gonna put it like this. I gave them that extra motivation to get up out of here. And I also showed them the way to get out of here.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's hard to see the forest for the trees in front of you. You can't see the big picture. And so when I had kind of took that journey myself, I knew what I needed to do as a high school coach to make these dudes tougher, make them more physical. And then, you know, they was already dogs. I really feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Like when they came, they were already dogs because that's why I liked them so much. But they didn't have the proper footwork, or they didn't know how to use their hands properly yet. You know what I'm saying? So all that little fine tuning. We ran our program at Callaway like a mini D1 program. Our players met, they watched film, they studied the game. And you ask any one of them dudes, we kept them sheltered from a lot of the rest of the school because during football season, it was Callaway Charger football or nothing else. I need you to go in there and get them books straight. But when it's football time, leave your girlfriend, mama, everything else out of here. And we finna get this work in. And so once them dudes started buying into that, man, they bought into the family part of it. Man, you know what I used to call my O-line at Callaway? The Beasley Road Bullies.
You know what's crazy? My partner told me that y'all might know him as Charlie Quiz.
Yeah.
Charlie used to tell me that. He showed said that's all they used to do.
The Beasley Road Bullies. And so when we got off the bus, they already knew what I was on. Shit, my boys for the block. We were for the cause damage. And it was in them, and they did it every day. You got to think Rod Taylor going against Breathing Speaks every day. That's every day. And I ain't letting neither one of them take it.
Just hit.
They going every day. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, how them matches was in practice though, Coach? Just seeing Rod and Breland just go up every day in, day out, spring training from spring to the summer, with 2 days and everything.
That year we went 13-2. The practice was always harder than the games.
Right.
Every week. The practice was always harder than the game. We were beating teams 40-42. Pearl, we beat Pearl 49-0. We beat originally 42-0. You know what I mean? These teams that normally just whoop Texas schools.
Yeah.
Nah, man, we were getting off the bus. They already down 14 points, and we was at their house.
Sweeping that homecoming.
Nah, man, they knew not to schedule for homecoming by the end, though. I think we had one homecoming that year and ended up beating them like 52-6 or something like that.
Oh, my God.
It was different, man.
Hey, Cole, do you, like right now, do you find yourself, like what's your role at Jackson State now?
Man, I wear a lot of hats. Yeah, I'm the general manager, associate head coach, and the tight ends coach. So, yeah, I'm right there with me and TC. He the head coach, and I'm right there beside him. I'm his right-hand man.
Hey, look, that's what I was going to ask you, man. Do you still find yourself, you know what I'm saying, being on field, hand-on-hand contact with the O-line and the D-line and the tight end? Like, what's your process with them there?
You know, I let their coaches coach them. I'm with the tight ends every day. But if I see something, I'm going to fix it. You know what I mean? So, but I definitely let our coaches coach. You know, at this level, you know, it's all about professionalism. And so, man, you let them guys get their corrections done, but at the same time, I have a prominent voice in the team.
Right.
You know, so if I say something, they know I mean business about it, and they respect me for that. But I love my players, and that go all the way back to high school, man. My players know I love them, but I'm not gonna say I'm a butthole, but if you don't give me what I want, I know how to cut your faucet off.
Yeah.
And so they know I got that pen, and a lot of times that pen get to writing, they know ain't nothing good coming from it.
And when it's football time, it's football time. And like you said, man, I be trying to instill that to my guys now. Man, from 5:30 to 7:30, you man. I don't even allow parents cross the street. Right. You need something from your child, holler at one of these other parents that's over there with you. They can't come across the street.
Right.
Man, bring it to me, man. Don't you bring your ass across this street, man. This ain't none of your son no more.
Right. And, man, when y'all, I'm sorry, but like when y'all establish that this early, it make it easier on us. You know what I mean? Because I got parents that call me till this day. I'm talking about college players, parents that call me want to get updates on their child.
And what you calling my phone for, man?
Well, I don't answer the phone. You know what I mean? Once you sign him over, it's me and him. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you're going to get your updates from him. And if the updates ain't what you like, then you can come schedule a meeting with me, but I'm not going to be answering the phone all the time just to, you know, give you updates on your son, man. I'm helping him mature. I'm going to try to make him a man before you see him again.
Absolutely. Man, that's amazing, bro, because in time like this, bro, that's what these kids need, because they lacking it, bro, because, man, if you look at it now, most of the stuff going on around the city, man, most of these kids ain't no older than 23, 24 years old. All this killing and shit going on, these kids, 16, 17, 18. These somebody young. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, me personally, bro, like, we as a collective kind of dropped the ball when it comes to that generation, bro, just as a whole, because shit, man, even youth sports as a whole really just kind of fell off for a good minute, man.
Yeah, well, I think
only folks that were really playing youth sport, man, was the Jackson Bears and the Steelers, and you know what I'm saying? Like, them were the most prominent kids were going to for a good little while. Now you got other teams that spread it out. You got the Ducks, you got us, the Ridgeland Junior Titans, man. You got Gluckstadt just got them a new team this year. Canton Exit 119. They started red. They got them some Jags out there. Yeah, they scored on us twice in the scrimmage, man. Little fluke ass play. My safety back there sleep. They go score, man. Shut that shit up. Y'all that did shit. Y'all can stop us though.
Man, I would tell you this though. It's one of them deals where, you know, I think as Jackson kind of changed from a demographic standpoint, the Coach Brunsons, the Coach Hamiltons, man. I used to play for a team called the Rough Riders. I don't know you don't know about the Rough Riders, man. We had some dudes, Tommy Kelly, Bobby Parker, all them dudes came off the Rough Riders. We played together back in the day, man. But those type of dudes kind of left, and they ended up in Ridgeland. They ended up in Gluckstadt. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So them dudes that would see about getting those young boys out the house and playing Pee Wee football, you know, they wanted to do better with their lives. Right. And so they moved out too. You know what I mean? So I'm not, you know, it's disappointing, but you couldn't see it coming. You know what I mean? I can't blame anybody for wanting to better their life. Right. But at the same time, NYSP, Upward Bound, it was other programs that we had growing up that allowed us to channel all that negative energy, and we was able to go get it out.
Cause y'all think about shit. We had the Boys and Girls Club that were in White Rock. Like, we ain't had to go nowhere. Right. We had a basketball team, baseball, football, all that right here in the project. So shit, we had it.
Man, every day during the summer, even though I played at Provine, man, you know, that park sitting right behind my house, the park was full. I'm going up there to give me some of that action. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just, man, you drive by President Hill Park now, you might not see nobody out there.
Ain't nobody out there, man. I don't know, man, it's been a minute, but they used to hoop over there on Sundays. Probably about a year or two ago. That was the last time I seen somebody hooping over there.
I mean, I think they still go out there every now and then, but I'm talking about back in the day.
Man, don't talk about you can go over there big Monday through Monday.
And
they out there.
No doubt. Man, you know, one-on-one, man, coach, basketball coach will be having his practice out there. I mean, it just was always something going on over there, you know.
And then, I came up in I feel like I came up in the last era of the like we outside, we finna play sports. And then what it is, folk being in the house on the video game. You know what I'm saying? Right. We finna get out here, man. I remember being on the basketball court in White Rock, man. You know, You ain't going to the gym to hoop for real. You know what I'm saying? Not coming to the practice. You going to the court down the hill. Man, mama used to come to White Rock with football helmets on, man.
Facts.
Ready to play basketball, nigga, with football helmets on, no cap.
Man, I say this. I think PlayStation 2 is when it all went left.
Madden did it, man.
The graphics got too good.
Yeah. Man, the AC got the pumping. Everybody started getting that central AC and heat.
No doubt.
Man, shit, hell nah. We was just talking on here the other week, and I was telling these boys, man, listen, I used to tell my mama all the time, man, you give me an option to put me on punishment, whoop that ass, man. Tie that ass up.
Right.
Shit, man, it took one punishment.
No
You look outside, these niggas that brought a basketball goal in front of the crib. Now y'all hooping in front of my window. Come on, man. Right. Yeah, mama, tie that ass up. I don't want to
if you ain't take that ass with me, just go outside. When you come back, just go get that ass.
Go get that ass with me anyway. Yeah, nah, I wasn't listen, man, I wasn't playing with Valentino like that, man. Man, you trying to get my throat kicked in. Hell no. It's different than the ass whooping and the beat to sleep. You understand me? Man, this shit get real, man.
Well, this what we're going to do right here, Coach. It was an honor to have you, Coach. And like Putin them said, man, you know I'm over there at Blackburn, so if you got a time or you can send you some guys over there to holler at the youth, come talk to them. We sure need it, Coach. We'll sure appreciate it.
You with the middle school or you with the
Blackburn Panthers, the middle school.
All right, so this is what I want to do with you, man. Get with the principal them over there, man. Figure out a time, a day where we can bring the whole team to practice.
Okay.
We'll let the boys come out to practice, watch practice is in the morning. And then we'll get them right back to school, man. But I just think anytime we can get them boys in that environment and they can see better, they'll do better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So let's do that, man. Same with your boys, man. I know it's a little different for you because of the Pee Wee situation, but anytime we can get them to come check us out, we do practice on Sundays during the season. So if you want to, man, have them come over and just, watch practice one day. It's a quick practice, but at least they'll get to meet the players and stuff, man, and just see.
That's all these kids be wanting these days, man. They need something to look up to. You know what I'm saying?
Up to. Yeah. Make them want to do it.
Doubt, man. And my thing before I leave y'all, man, y'all keep doing y'all thing, man. I need to see this, man. I need to see this positivity. I need to see this good energy. Man, I just love what y'all doing, man, and it's bringing the right type of energy to Jackson. You know what I'm saying? To the area. So don't get discouraged, man. Anytime y'all need me, tap in with me. I'm gonna make it happen. Tell Squirrel he better follow me on Instagram. I told you, me and Squirrel got beef on that. So if he don't follow me by the time I leave out the studio, I'm coming back and I ain't gonna be nice.
Ooh, dirty old school.
I just told you he was known for washing clothes.
I'm telling you, man.
You might be one he washed the clothes with, Squirrel.
Man, you hear me, man? But you know what it is, man. Y'all know what's happening, man. Big Pooh Huncho, the greatest. We locked in this bitch with Coach O from Jackson State, man. We got Werner done and this motherfucker locked in. Each and every Monday, man, 6 o'clock on the spot. Shit, you know what we gonna get on, Coach. Kick it out, Coach.
Hey, look, man. Hey, to all my Jacktown folks, man. Listen, I don't get to speak to y'all all the time because you might not be on the platform I'm on. But listen, I love you. I appreciate you. Man, Jackson is a beautiful city. Hey, it's a beautiful city, but we make it better. So you keep living life. You keep living life the right way. And, man, I promise you, all the good that you think you deserve is going to start coming back to you, man. So, Jackson, stand up. It's a lot to be proud of out here, man. And stop pushing the negativity. Start pushing that positive energy in the city. And, man, when Saturday hit, we play Lane College, the first home game. When that Saturday hit, it's the W.C. Gordon Classic. It's all red. Let's paint the city red. Let's have a good time at that stadium at 6 o'clock p.m. And then y'all know what's going down. We're going to move downtown. We're going to have fun downtown with the after party, baby.
You know what's happening. You did.